And you know what time it is? It's time for KP's Video News.
That's right. Playing hardball today.
KP's Video News, y'all.
Hardball.
KP's Video News, y'all. KP's Video News, y'all. Right here.
That's right, folks. It's KP's Video News, and it has been confirmed that the DC dunce is the jack of all asses. That's right. The whole time he thought he was playing chess, but the only thing he was doing was playing himself. Yep, chess master Putin put the wool over his eyes and destroyed the whole United States by using the jack of all asses to destroy the United States government. Wow. And we've been saying it the whole time, the whole entire time, man. We told you before you even thought of trying to elect this clown that he was a clown. We told you that he was a clown. We told you. Now it's confirmed that Vladimir Putin authorized an operation to help mentally unstable Donald Trump get elected. So a leaked document reportedly linked by the Kremlin claims Vladimir Putin personally ordered Russian spies to support a mentally unstable Donald Trump in his bid to become U.S. president in 2016. So this was a report allegedly by the Guardian newspaper. Reports that Russian president personally authorized 3 spy agencies at a closed Russian National Security Council meeting to use all possible force to carry out a plan to ensure Trump's victory. The meeting attendees reportedly agreed that Trump in the White House would bring about social turmoil in the United States and would weaken its negotiating position, according to alleged documents that are said to have Putin's signature on it. The meeting said to have taken place around January 2016, less than 9 months before the U.S. presidential election. At that time, Trump was leading the race to become the Republican Party's candidate for elections. He went on to win against the Democratic Party's candidate, Hillary Clinton. So, it was claimed that the document has been carefully examined by Western intelligence agencies for months. It states that the Kremlin psychologically assessed Trump, who was succeeded by the Democrats Joe Biden last year, to have been an impulsive person with conservative views and an inferiority complex. The documents claim that the Kremlin had compromising information about Trump during his non-official visits to Moscow and planned to use this as leverage in dealing with the U.S. It refers to certain events that happened during his stay on Russian Federation territory, but no dates and locations are revealed. The paper seemed to represent a serious and highly unusual leak within the Kremlin. The Guardian has shown the documents to independent experts who say they appear to be genuine. Incidental details come across as accurate, and the overall tone and thrust is said to be consistent with Kremlin security thinking. Previous intelligence reports have claimed Moscow had compromising material on Mr. Trump. Experts were split, however, on whether the latest documents were genuine or not. So I'm telling you, man, DC dunce, the DC dunce, Jack. So, wow. Telling you, man, this guy. And so they said, like the leaked Kremlin documents reportedly show Putin wanted to sow chaos in the United States by supporting Trump. And if that is the case, he definitely succeeded. So the reported Russian plan worked remarkably well. Sparking dissent and division is a new way to attack democracies around the world. Leaked documents reportedly by the Kremlin suggest that President Vladimir Putin approved a concerted effort to sow chaos in the United States and a plan to facilitate Donald Trump winning the presidency, and the plan worked. In the biggest upset in the modern political history, Trump stunned America to be the world become the 45th president. And so Russia's active measures were a way to defeat its adversaries with force of politics rather than the politics of force. So Putin's victories extend beyond winning any single election, and his greatest success was building sympathetic audiences that Russia could use to disrupt nation states from within their borders. So that was one of the things that Sun Tzu had wrote in the book The Art of War, and it said it's easier to destroy a country from the inside out than it is to destroy a country from the outside in. And that's exactly the strategy that Putin used to destroy this country. Now you have everything is in total chaos. The country's in total chaos right now. You have Republicans that are going against Republicans, Republicans against Democrats, black against white, white against white. You even had people that have stormed the Capitol of the United States trying to overthrow the elections and basically create civil war in the United States between who? I don't know. Civil war between the North and the South? I have no idea, but this is something that they're contemplating, that they've been trying to get started. You saw the person run through the Capitol Rotunda with carrying a Confederate flag, something that had never ever happened in history, U.S. history. So thanks to the DC Dunce, you have successfully destroyed the United States, and we're, it's like, yeah, okay. So I mean, these stories can go back. These stories can go back, man. Can go back a long ways when you start looking at the stuff that they've been trying to do as far as using Trump. Man, they've been using him a long time, Jack. A long time. So I mean, Russia has been using him to basically launder money. Trump's been laundering money for Putin, and for Russians. And so this is another story that came out, and it says that Trump is an asset, is a Russian asset who's been laundering money for Vladimir Putin for decades in order to save his struggling casinos. So for Trump ordering to save his struggling casinos, he's been laundering money for Putin. This is about failed casinos. The New York City advertising executive stated that Trump is owned by Putin because he's been laundering money, Russian money, for the last 20, 30 years. He's owned by them. You talk to any banker in New York, any business person in New York, any real estate person, we have a president that's selling out our military, that's costing lives, because he is owned by a geopolitical enemy, because he has been laundering money for him as a criminal organization for the last 30 years. Wow. And this is a report that came out, and it was by Donnie Douche from MSNBC, and those are the claims that he had made. And he went on the Joe Scarborough show in the morning, and he stated, that wow, Scarborough claimed that Putin has likely compromising financial evidence against Trump, and which caused Trump to cede power in the Middle East and to help Russia strategically. And wow, man, not only did he sell out America, but his most important allies down the river for money that he wants to make, either while in office or when he leaves office, or while he left office. And he had been going over to Russia trying to cut deals over in Russia for years. And he lied and lied and lied and said he didn't have any kind of investments in Russia, but he had been trying to open up hotels in Russia forever. Goes back so far. Like, wow, man. The DC Dunce sold you out. Sold you out for change, Jack. Sold you out. So, hey, what are you going to do, folks? What are you going to do? What are you going to do, people? So, You know, then so I'm gonna move on. Let me move on to something else. And they have a black lady named Asada Moore, was a former educated and high school principal who has launched the Black Man Genius BMG program to address the dismal mathematics proficiency among black students that continue to plague this country. It was never intended to be a threat, and it was always about black students and their success. The program has been based on African-centered mathematics that puts black students in the center of the learning by teaching students the true origins of mathematics, Africa, by highlighting the many contributions of black people to STEM fields, and by building the mathematical confidence of black students by showing them what's possible. Further, the program takes a holistic and advanced approach to learning. Students learn to compute large numbers in their head quickly and learn how to program in Python. They are exposed to physics, calculus. Lastly, the program is application-based. It is important to understand the integrals in both banking and golfing to understand modular arithmetic is important, and the understanding of cryptocurrencies, etc. BMG does for black students what practice does for athletes, and what Trump does for racists. It gives them strength and motivation to go hard. In this case, in mathematics, more importantly than teaching the true origin of mathematics, BMG gives black students the confidence and audacity to realize they can and should be great in mathematics. It's not a traditional school program jammed with a bunch of meaningless nonsense designed to pass an assessment. And so why is this so threatening? So because no one wants to lose their cash cow, certainly not at no college degree, having stomped by a fraction perplexed, insecure, churlish adult-sized child. Racist people are ignorant of many things. However, they know that financial and social benefits of denying black people an opportunity at sovereignty, mental freedom, and financial wealth. If you look at the data over the past 40 to 100 years, you will see that there's a direct correlation between low academic performance in math and science, the widening wealth gap, and stagnant home ownership. The data shows that although black students make up close to 15% of the population of this country, there's not one STEM field where they are proportionally represented. In all cases, they are underrepresented. Further, the data shows that 20% of all black college students major in social sciences, fields that by default keep them in poverty. Even the most advanced racist oath knows that in turn, this creates lower life expectancy, more crime in black communities, and less black-owned businesses. 11 times less wealth than white families, and overall lower quality of life and death. Yes, that means of dying are even more drastically and devastating for black families compared to others. The Black Math Genius program is revolutionary. All black students need to be enrolled in the course, and it has the ability to put black children on a path of success by helping to identify their inner genius and purpose in life. Thus, you shouldn't be surprised by the fake outrage and that white folks are screaming. This is critical race theory. So you have white people, some whites feel threatened after the former teacher launches a math program. White people feel threatened by a math program because they want to keep you ignorant. They want to keep you stupid. Moving on to a feel-good story here. Got a first African-American to win the National Spelling Bee. Overwhelmed with scholarship offers. That's right. Zayla Avant-Garde, a 14-year-old from Harvey, Louisiana, has made history as the first African-American winner of the Scripps National Spelling Bee. Since then, universities all across the country have been offering her full ride scholarships. That's right. She won a historic championship after correctly spelling the word Mariah, a type of tree, in the final round She bested the 208 contestants from 5 countries. Soon thereafter, Zayla began receiving full-ride scholarships, one after another. Wow, she's been getting all kinds of scholarships. Southern University, Louisiana State University, all kind of, man, she's getting all kind of offers, man. And in the meantime, Zayla, who holds 3 Guinness World Records for basketball skills, expressed her interest to attend Harvard University to play college basketball, and she plans to pursue a career in neuroscience or gene editing. Says she wants to either work for NASA one day or play for the NBA. All right, young sister's good in sports, and but number one, she's extremely smart. So here's my last story. They have the Brooklyn Academy for Girls celebrates its first graduating class with 100% college acceptance. That means every last one of these students that graduated from the Brooklyn Emerging Leaders Academy Charter School and all-girls high school in Brooklyn, New York, is celebrating its first graduating class in the school's history. Even more, all the graduates have been accepted to college, every last one of them. Launched in 2017, the school has since aimed to overcome the educational inequalities encountered by black and brown youth by empowering each young woman to be the best version of herself. And its first batch of graduates proved exactly that. Bella's class of 2021, which consists of 90% black and more than 75% first-generation college students, brags of a 100% college acceptance rate. And the students applied for over 150 different colleges and universities and received almost $1 million in merit-based scholarships. Meanwhile, the school recently held a college shower for their senior class. All of 50 students were given college gear, which includes duffel bags, dorm supplies, and a pair of wireless headphones. Today, all are rewriting history and contributing to the legacy of District 16 in Bed-Stuy, New York. So we've always said that you are all destined for greatness, that you change the world in ways we can never imagine. And despite your non-traditional senior year, today we celebrate all of you. That's right, 100%. Every last one of the students at this all-girls school, every last one of them got accepted into college. All of them. Every last one that graduated got accepted into college. They all graduated. And man, that's really, really a true feel-good story right there, folks. A wonderful story. And, we need to have more stories like that. We need to have more stories like that. You talking about nationwide. That's right, folks. Nationwide. KP Video News, y'all.